Hi, I had to take a few days to reply. And this is my response to Shanny's response to me. This is my responseception. So I'm more or less just going to bullet point this because I don't really have time to illustrate my responses to Shanny in the way that the video deserves, but it is what it is. And anyway, I think everyone can follow what I'm saying, but throughout the entire video, Shanny, you were surprised that I use the bare minimum of human decency to address you, as if I'm some big, scary monster because I cuss and I disagree with you and I don't kiss your ass constantly. And this black and white thinking is just part of what I'm talking about whenever I say that you think like a child. And this is part of what I think that your problem is. And this is what I think you need to address in recovery more than food. And the obsessions, the black and white thinking, and why you think that the world is out to get you. Bullshit like that. It's unfair for you and your viewers to put words in my mouth and misconstrue my points. And it's not like I'm out here saying it's not about food at all. I have a lot of videos on the food aspects of an eating disorder, but I think it's irresponsible to call yourself a recovery creator and only concentrate on the food and the sickness and to not really try to address the focal, like the things that I really think that if you tackled would help you a lot. And I want to point and I mean before I go on anymore, I want to point out like this one aha moment where like you acted like you thought that you got me because I called you out on some bullshit, but it's about how I think that the cancellation thing. But just because I don't think that that people should be canceled, it's not a free pass to never receive criticism. And that linear of thinking, it's not immunity from any sort of responsibility to your audience either. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you want to portray something as delicate as recovery and mental health. And you asked me if I want to help people, and I just, I mean, I don't necessarily know what I want to do. If it's maybe, I don't know if I want to help people or if there's like necessarily a difference between helping and reaching people, or maybe it's just that my idea of help is different than yours. I mean, people aren't always going to be saved from their eating disorders, and I think that it's also important that people, not lose their jobs because they were outed for their eating disorders. And people need to not be treated like fucking freaks for their eating disorders. And I think that the focus on the help that my channel is just kind of more realistic. And it's centered more on a world that's somewhere in between disordered and recovered, it's my channel is more of a kind of it's something to let people in and see that we aren't freaks, that we're normal everyday people that are just like everybody else, that like walk and live amongst everybody else, just like but again, I digress. And get ready for this next part, Shanny. Look, and I mean everything that I'm about to say. Uh, just buckle up, okay? So when I bring up your childlike demeanor, I'm not talking about like a quirky mannerism. What I'm referring to as childlike is an inability, from what I can see and from what a lot of people can see, is an inability to look after your needs and to take care of yourself. Like, a functional adult and your dependence on Danny for all of your needs. And that's, it's not a quirky foible. That's, I know saying things like that, um, it kind of comes across sometimes that, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way either, because I don't think that you're healthy. And it's not like I don't want this to sound like I think that I think that you keep yourself sick. I think that you do stuff to keep yourself sick because I think that you like to stay dependent, because staying sick is less scary to you than being healthy is. I think being healthy is very, very scary to you. I think that being functional and that taking care of yourself and that taking responsibility for your life, and I think that those things terrify you. Um, and I think that those are kind of hard pills to swallow, because I think at face value, it kind of just sounds like I'm saying, oh, you're making all of this shit up so Danny takes care of you. And that's not necessarily what I'm saying, because I do think that you do hurt yourself. I do think that you do make yourself sick. I do think that you have compromised yourselves in ways that you may or may not ever recover from. I don't know. But I think that the hows and whys of why you do that is just kind of, people are complex. Yeah, a lot, eating disorders are hard, and it's a lot of complex bullshit, and it does suck, and I hope that didn't come off like I know how I am. I hope I did not say that to attack you. But I mean, like, really, is that really more shameful and embarrassing than like spreading your hemorrhoids out and popping your teeth out and like the way that your life is going now? You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, bye.